wait for better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
What is going on here?
7 years now on this boat, and we all know where we belong. Just wait.
We're gonna go. We gotta go do some shopping and
Wait
then
for our
we got a
home to
special
show on the
afternoon
horizon.
plan.
Soon we'll be
How about
there.
that?
Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore when we can't read the sky. We just sail with the wind that we've got. And when we're drowning in doubt, just keep on believing. We are dreamers of the shore.
Just got in from the run. See, it was 10 miles, kind of did a little progressive run. Started out on the trail and didn't go my way. Too much slush. It was thick and real mushy. Sun's out, it's starting to melt. So I immediately came back, changed shoes, and just ran in the neighborhood and had a really, really good run. Kind of progressive run. So for 7 miles or so, just got progressively a little faster. And then the last 2 miles just kind of backed off a little bit and just kind of settled in. It was actually really nice. Still below freezing. I think it was 27. But from what we came from, it was actually kind of warm. I got toasty. Trying to be quiet. The baby is attempting to sleep. He's kind of going from that 2 naps into 1. So I'm gonna let him calm down. The missus is working hard, so I'm gonna let her do her thing. I'm gonna get cleaned up, have a little lunch, and then maybe we'll check in a little bit. All right, check you later. Hey, I'm back. The check-in didn't quite go as planned. I know last time we talked, I said I was gonna check in just a little bit after my run. Well, the little bit kind of got away from me. The nap that he was attempting to take took a little bit longer than we thought, and then we kind of just, the day kind of just snowballed. We still had a great day. We got to go meet some friends. He had his first like official maybe play date, so that was kind of cool. But then I kind of ran out of some nice light. I don't have a light yet, so that is something. So I didn't want to kind of interrupt with potential quality, video quality, sound quality stuff, whatever. So I just decided to wait. So this is the next day. We got up, had a nice little family fun run. It still was upper 20s, but man, we were all feeling pretty good. He came with us in his stroller, packed him up, put his snowsuit on, a blanket. Then he's got like this cover that goes over the stroller, and he was toasty warm in there, slept the whole time, did a nice easy 6 today. So that was a nice start to the day. We did church online, so that was pretty cool. And then we just got some things to get done today. So I wanted to just check in on that and give you kind of an update. So my knee is feeling really good. Kind of had some troubles there. Let's see, a month or so ago, maybe a month ago, kind of working towards that marathon goal and feeling pretty good. And so I'm really, really excited about that. Like yesterday was not first, but one of the real early signs of like, I'm back and running is going well. Body is feeling good. I actually put some good pace in too. Had a really nice little progressive run. So 10 total, like I said, and then just each mile got that little bit faster. And then 2 miles there at the end, kind of just dialed back a little bit, just kind of nice and easy and cruised on home. So that was fun. And then today, just a nice easy 6 pushing the stroller. Let's see. So that kind of takes me into, we're tail end of February. All these races have been canceled like we touched on. And I think the St. Louis Go is still happening. They have a full and a half. I think where I'm at now, I don't want to do the full quite yet. Just coming back from a little bit of knee pain, knee issues, still working that root cause out. I'm pretty positive it's not the knee. Usually knee pain is not the knee, if that kind of makes sense. So it kind of goes somewhere else. It kind of reflects and shows up in the knee, somewhere above or below. And I think for me, knowing my injury history and different things that I've dealt with, mine is above, so kind of into the hip and low back area. So we're really working on that, working with a really good chiropractor here, Dr. Pablo, and he's fantastic. We mesh really well. Kind of his philosophy and styles really mesh up with everything that obviously his knowledge is going to be far greater than mine in that regard, but still our philosophies of strength and conditioning and mobility and all that stuff. Just so it's been a real pleasure to work with him in that. So I feel really good about doing the half. I don't know that I'll be able to do like the pace that I would really like to be able to do in the initial plan of like find a half before the full as a tune-up. I still think I can do probably a PR in that. Now granted, like that would go back months, actually years of like when I ran a little bit more consistently, but I'm still thinking I can push out something in the lower halves of the hour 20s. So I feel pretty good about that. And then try to find a full marathon in the June-ish time frame, maybe early mid-June. Kind of open to that, but also you have to be a little careful of like where at that point, because obviously it's going to start getting warmer, and I don't think a full marathon in the heat would lead itself for me to do like a best possible pace. I do pretty well in the heat, but obviously that 50 degrees or 60 degrees is going to be a little bit more optimal in terms of like a really good race, hydration and economy and different stuff like that. Don't mind me, hang on here. Whoa, here we go. Okay, all right. So what's next? Kind of, that's where I'm at with the running and the training. Today, the knee was a little bit, I could feel it, but I think that's really more of a yesterday, kind of, 10 miles with some pace. And it also says I'm not done. I'm not out of the woods yet. So I think it's kind of good that I had that maybe, just to show that like I have to stay on top of the stretching. I have to stay on top of the strength and the kind of rehab on that. So I want to read. So I was reading a book, actually listening. I do a lot of audio books, and I'm gonna read it to you because I've heard this before, and I really wanted to share it with you because every time I hear it, it really kind of is very inspirational. It means a lot to me personally, and hopefully you guys get something out of this. So let me read this to you. Here we go. This is a snippet of a speech from Theodore Roosevelt. I think it's like about a year after he had left office. So I'll read it to you. It's called "The Man in the Arena." So it's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, but there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds? Who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions? Who spends himself in a worthy cause? Who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement? And who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly? So that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. To me, it means get out there, dare to be great. Who cares about making mistakes? If you're not making mistakes, you are not daring to be great. You might be daring to be okay. You might be striving to be good enough, and that's not what we're all called to be. We all have natural gifts, talents, and abilities, and it is up to us to see them to their fullest potential. And to hone that skill, you're going to have to make a lot of mistakes. Whether it is in sport, athletics, running, whether it's being a parent or, starting a new business or whatever you want to do, dare to be great in that. And I think with that, I'm going to wrap this up and just say thank you. If you find this interesting, if you like what you're seeing here, please, I would really appreciate comment, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, family, whatever. I appreciate it. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks. Peace.